All right, everybody, welcome to Aftermath. I am former WWE referee Jimmy Korderas, and not only do I have a lot of fun doing these days like today make it especially special because I get to not only interview WWE superstars, but some good friends of mine, Sunil and Samir Singh. Guys, how are you?
Jimmy, it's been a minute.
Really good, really good, Jimmy.
It's
Good to see you.
good to see you. I miss our coffees,
Yeah.
man.
Very much.
Yeah.
Tim
Okay.
Hortons, baby.
Yeah, okay, let's get down to business here. Obviously, coming up on January 26th, WWE is presenting Superstar Spectacle. And it is going to be a
Yeah.
spectacle airing in India on Republic Day, of all days. What can you tell us about this event without giving too much away? We don't want some spoilers or anything like that.
Well, what can you expect? I mean, come on, Jimmy. You know, like when WWE brings these big shows, you know, especially here it is, the big India show that everybody's been waiting for, and it's going to be one of those shows where India is the forefront, the center of attention, and with us getting finally a chance to showcase what we've been doing all these years, and especially with the new crop of talent coming from India to the show, a lot of talent that you haven't seen before. You got the 2 7-foot giants, Zanjeer Singh and Shanky Singh, and you got the very first Indian talent, female talent, Kavita Devi, who will be there as well. And you got the tag team of Indus. You got the crossover of Raw, SmackDown talent. You got the legendary Ric Flair, who might be making an appearance here as well. So you got a loaded card, a loaded show. As far as the Bollywood boys go, we're going to bring that Bollywood entertainment, that Bollywood flavor. And but once that bell sounds, we're going to be rocking and rolling all of the ring.
Yeah, you mentioned that entertainment, and it's been noted that the presentation will not only feature in-ring matches, it's going to feature some India-inspired entertainment. Any hints to what we could expect on that front?
Ooh, Jimmy, I can't give it all away here. You gotta watch it. But no,
I definitely will.
But I was gonna say, like, obviously what we do is going to be very much is a small little fraction of what they're going to show, because being from India, the culture, the lights, the vibrancy, that's what India is all about, and so it's going to be a big Bollywood production. That's basically what it's going to be. It's going to be watching a 2-hour live Bollywood movie.
That's awesome. You guys mentioned some of the superstars that will be appearing, such as yourselves and a friend of yours and a friend of mine, Jinder Mahal, as well.
Right.
Is scheduled to appear. Is there someone, because there's going to be some up and coming India born talent that's going to be competing as well and making appearances. Is there someone in particular that fans should be excited to see, or maybe keep an eye out for, that you guys can give us a heads up on?
I think like I was mentioning earlier, Kavita Devi, the firstborn Indian talent female, who she performed in the Mae Young Classic there a few years ago, but I think she's been working really hard down at the Performance Center, and she's been waiting for this opportunity to showcase what she can do. And you got Indus, another tag team that has been promoted for this show as well. These guys are giants, and we all know Rinku and Saurabh, their backstories as well. So those two have a very unique look, very unique style. They really remind me as an old school throwback tag team. Like almost like just hard hitting, no strings attached, just in your face brawler. So those 3 names really stick out to me personally, and especially in the share, them being a tag team.
Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing some not, of course, you guys, but some fresh faces too. It's always nice to see. Now, back when I was with WWE, India was a huge market, and India is continuing to be a growing market. Their viewership numbers are massive, and not too long ago they had a tryout with over 70 athletes trying out for the WWE. Why do you think WWE resonates so well with fans there?
Honestly, like, again, when we were kids going to India back in the early 90s, late 80s, when we would go see our families, like at that point, like you couldn't walk the street without seeing a TV screen without WWE on it. And I remember, and Samir, feel free to jump in when you want, but like guys like Bret Hart would come back to North America, to Canada, and talk about how when he was world champion, going to India was something what he would look forward to, because how much people believe in these superstars. And Jimmy, you were there all those years, and you would see the reception these athletes would get, especially another person, Undertaker, who just recently retired. But I remember when I saw it, I'm like, you can't go to India without thinking of Undertaker as far as wrestling was concerned. It still is the measuring stick as far as wrestling in India. And we come from a family that is all over India, scattered, and even small towns. It's the Undertaker's name that people always talk about. It's amazing the power that someone like the Undertaker has, even in small places in India. And going back to what you're saying, that this is why India is such a big market for WWE. It's the drawing power, the star power, and I think the biggest thing is people believe in these characters.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I was gonna.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think it's like India just loves its entertainment. From like again we talked about Bollywood movies, and how big Bollywood movies are. They're some of the biggest movie stars are Indian actors around the world, and they just love their entertainment, and whether it's WWE or movies. And I think that's the great thing about what the superstar spectacle is going to be all about. It's just going to be 2 hours of entertainment where you don't need to get into the wins and losses, and sometimes how wrestling fans get really into it. Just have fun, watch the show. It's simple as that. It's there for you to watch the show and just have fun, and just
try to escape from what's going on in the world today, and that's
exactly
what WWE does best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And going back to when I talked about that tryout a little while ago, do you see an opportunity here in India for its own maybe NXT brand, kind of like what we're seeing with NXT UK?
Yeah, I think the possibility is there with how popular WWE is in India. Like there's so many people that just want to get in, and so the potential is there. I think it's going to be a matter. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. No, I was going to say it's just a matter of time it happens. I feel like that is the next step. We get hundreds of questions from kids, and people are in India always asking us, inquiring, hey, how can we get to where you are? How can we get to the WWE? We want to start wrestling. And when you get those questions, hundreds of questions like that a day, you're like, wow, first of all, we're inspiring people from all over India to do what we're doing, and B, they're looking at us as inspiration. So it's definitely a motivational factor to set up WWE NXT India, the Performance Center. I think it's just hopefully everything settles down soon and we can get that ball rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you guys will have this opportunity to be an inspiration and role model for those who want to become superstars in India. Now, I want to ask you both, who was it that inspired you to want to become
Jimmy,
WWE superstars?
You come on, you already know this answer.
Yeah, but I want the people to know this.
No, but honestly, right, and we've talked about this so much, like Bret Hart, being Canadian, born in Canada, you just know how big he was out here, and it just, for us, he was that, the Canadian role model, the Canadian hero growing up, and now that it's so cool that we get to get some feedback from them every now and then and build that rapport with them. I pinch myself, it's like, oh my God, that's Bret Hart, watching our match back and giving us feedback, and it's pretty darn cool.
In the mid-90s though, Jimmy, it was Bret Shawn. So like those were two guys that we saw on TV, and now even with Shawn Michaels, just working with him hands-on at the PC and getting his feedback. I always tell everybody, like, whatever you see us doing right now as far as in-ring goes and everything in between, it's all Shawn. Working with him, picking his brain and getting feedback from him post-match. And Coach Michaels has been tremendous help for not only just us, for everybody down at the
we've honestly, Jimmy, we've done the best work of our careers these last couple of months, and that's credit to Shawn Michaels, because he's been so hands-on. It's the small things, and just we feel we're like just on that cusp of like the next chapter in our careers.
No, I hear that, and I love hearing that, because you guys are learning from veterans, but you're also incorporating. It's almost like old school meets new school. It's kind of like an evolution, and I love seeing that. But before I let you guys go, a little closer to home and a little bit off topic here, I know you guys are both big Vancouver Canucks fans.
Oh, here's my hat.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? What do you think? What is your take on the? Hey, it is Sportsnet after all we do over here. So, what is your take on the team this year?
I think the take on the team this year is what my take last year was. We overachieved last year. I feel like this year we're going to do the same thing. We're still a young up and coming team trying to find their character, so to speak. I feel like with the new signees that we got going on, losing Toffoli was a bit of a blow to us, but I feel like that core of Pedersen. You got Miller when he's healthy and he's going to be back. And we lost the last 2 nights, but I'm excited for this all Canadian matchup. Just every team playing each other like 9 times. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited for Hockey Night in Canada every day.
It's awesome. And as a long suffering Maple Leafs fan, I wish you guys luck, but I wish my guys a bunch of luck too. Samir, Sunil, I really appreciate you taking your time today and really appreciate getting to see you guys again. It's really cool. And I'm looking forward to this superstar spectacle coming up. When it comes up, please go out of your way to see this. I think it's going to be something special.
Thank you so much,
Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy.
All right,
it's
guys,
amazing
take
to catch
care.
up.
Again, sooner rather than later, coffee's on me.
Yeah, we'll take you up on that.
You got it.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Awesome, Jimmy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.